Hello everyone, I'm going to do a review on the Leatherman Wave, and I just want to tell you what it has and all that stuff, and then I'm going to show you my sheath and what I put in my sheath. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you the outside blades. The main blade is just a regular main blade, and it is super sharp. And all blades lock into place, and you can open them one-handed. And then over here is the saw, which locks into place, and it does pretty good for a short saw. I've tried it. It's not super good, but it's a short saw, so you can't expect that much, and it also locks into place. And then on the other side, which you can open with one hand, is the serrated blade knife, and everything on this knife locks into place. The serrated blade is good for cutting like rope and a bunch of things like that. And I liked it. The Wave has a main blade and a serrated blade, and not a mix, so you can have all main or all serrated. And then it has the file, which is just a wood and metal file, and on this side of it, it also files, and on this side it has a diamond coated sharpening thing which you can sharpen your knives on or whatever. And also the knife or saw has the back of this is made to strike like a ferrocerium rod, because it's so sharp like that. So that's what it's made for. And so now I'm going to show you the inside. Open it up. It has a pretty good pliers. I really like the pliers. And the tip is pretty pointy, so you can get really fine stuff. And then it has this part for grabbing bigger stuff, like bolts and stuff. And then it has cutters, hard cutters, and regular cutters. And they do pretty good. And in the side here we have a replaceable or a changeable bit holder. Right now it just has a Phillips and flathead, and they just slide in and out. And I have a bunch of bits over here that I'm going to show you that goes in my sheath that I carry all the time. And over here is a can opener, and I've tried this out and it works just fine. It also uses a bottle opener, but I never open bottles, so. And these lock into place with this lock right here. So you just push that down. And then over here we have some scissors. You just fold out and it locks into place. They do okay, but they're pretty small, so you can't really expect much out of those. And then next to that we have an eyeglasses screwdriver. It's Phillips on one side and flat on the other. Locks into place for like fixing really small stuff. Over here we have a big flat head screwdriver, and this is also good for prying stuff, like opening cans of paint or anything like that. So it's pretty thick, so you can pry quite a bit. And that's all that. And also there's a little slit right here where you can put a clip to carry it in your pocket if you don't want to carry it on your belt in a sheath. It just clips in right there, and you can carry it like, it clips in right there and you can just carry it in your pocket like that. And also has a lanyard ring that snaps into there that you can put a lanyard on. and it locks into place with this lock. And I ordered those, so I should be getting them in a few days, but don't have them yet. And I ordered the black, and the black's pretty good, but when you get it new, it'll be kind of hard. But if you just work it a bunch and oil it, it will finally get to be going smoothly. Now I'm gonna show you the sheath. So the sheath is that I picked was the leather one with the side pockets. That's right, and it's my favorite sheath. And oh, also this knife is 8 and something ounces, so it's pretty heavy, but there's a lot of stuff in here that's useful, and I really like this knife. And so the sheath, this just slides in right here. And with this sheath, you're going to have to put it in and let it set to let the leather stretch, because it's pretty tight at first, but it'll stretch. And then I have the 2 bit kits back here. And it has all size Phillips, including the really small eyeglasses one, all size flathead, all size torque bits, and all size Allen wrenches, metric and SAE, and a square bit for square stuff. And a thing about the knife is, this little thing is that it's a special Leatherman bit. Inside there's a little sticking up spot in the middle where you can't use the regular Torx bit. You have to get their special one, or else you can't take it apart, which is pretty stupid, but they did that. And okay, on my sheath there's a little elastic pocket back here for putting your bits in, and just buttons down, and this button's a pretty good button. It hasn't worn out yet. I've only been carrying it for a few months, but it still hasn't worn out. And your belt just slides in here, or you can carry it through here, so carry it sideways on your side. And then on this side I have a flashlight, and these are just little pockets on the side of the knife that they just slide in. It's just a little 70 lumen flashlight. It's pretty bright for a little flashlight. $20 at Gander Mountain. But that's the only one I found that was small enough to go into here, and that was actually bright. So there's that. And then over here in this other side I have this, which is a marker that is cut, and then you use this end on both sides to plug it, and it's completely waterproof. And inside here you just pop off the end right here. I drilled out this inside right here to fit matches in. So I just stuffed about 9 matches in there. So that's pretty cool. And then I had to cut the matches short so that they would fit. And inside this side is a battery that goes to my flashlight, because in case I need an extra battery. And I drilled it out so it fits perfectly. And then right here is a striker for my matches, and then a little cotton in the middle for tinder to start, but it's not much, and also to keep it from rattling in there. And also, one thing I didn't mention about the Wave is on this part, it's smooth right here for the regular blade, and on the serrated blade there's bumps, or serrades, whatever you want to call it, so you can feel to see which is the serrated blade or the main blade. And that's my sheath and everything in it, and the sheath is about, I found it for $8, but I couldn't find it for that cheap anymore. But so it's not a very expensive sheath. I found it for $8. This is $20. The bit kit I found for about $15. And this marker was basically nothing. And this was $70, but it came with a different sheath that I don't use because it doesn't have side pockets, and I really wanted that, so it's really only about $60, but with the sheath it's about 70. So I really like this, the Wave, and I think it's the best multi-tool that Leatherman makes. And also Leatherman has a 25-year warranty, and I've heard that they're pretty good about replacing everything.